Dave Ramsey has helped millions of people save money and get out of debt, and for a good reason. But when it comes to real estate investing, if you hold to Dave's extreme standards on viewing of debt and absolutely no debt, you might be putting handcuffs on your rental property investing strategy. Hey everyone, my name is Aaron. I'm your go-to realtor to help you build your rental property strategy. Today we're going to be covering a controversial topic, specifically using debt to amplify your return on investment. You see, when I look at a rental property, there's really four ways that I make a return on investment. A, I have cash flow, which is the cash I bring in from rent minus all my expenses. B, I have tax benefits. C, I have mortgage pay down. And then D, I have my appreciation of that property. Now let's think about it. What happens if I buy a rental property all cash? Now granted, I have a much higher cash flow because I don't have a mortgage to service. However, I do lose some things. I especially lose that mortgage pay down. It goes away. Every time the tenant pays the rent, they're paying down your mortgage for you, and it's not your money being used to buy that house. It's somebody else's money that the tenant is paying for. The other factor where you really lose out is on the appreciation side of the factor. Now let's take a look at two different investors. Both investors buy a $200,000 home. And in the first year, both of those $200,000 homes appreciate at 5%. Now the first investor bought that house all cash, $200,000, and it appreciated by 5%, giving them $10,000 in gain. Of course, you got a good return on investment right there. The second investor bought with only 25% down, putting only $50,000 down in that deal. That property also appreciated $10,000 in value, and they're gonna have a much better return on investment because they only put $50,000 of their own money in that deal. So appreciation in having a loan over the long game and keeping in mind that next year it goes up from where it left off and appreciates from there is really a compound effect on your return on investment. Now you need to remember that appreciation is a long-term game. You want to look at it on a 5 to 8 year lens because that's really where you see those compound effects come into play. However, understanding how your rental property brings a return on investment is key, and understanding how debt plays into those returns is critical, especially when you're creating a rental property strategy to reach an end goal. Return on investment, or ROI, is an awesome tool that can be utilized, but the key is to have an end goal of where you're heading to. Let's talk. If you want to talk rental property strategies, reach out to me here in Houston, and let's get a plan together that works for you.